sharing details of the seizure of more than 80 vehicles.
Ferrari 458 Italia, worth $280,000.
What up, Nutty? Why won't you do that for me?
You won't believe what federal agents just discovered in Floyd Mayweather's garage. We're talking about millions of dollars worth of luxury cars, completely wiped out. Bugattis, Phantoms, Lamborghinis, even his custom-built Ferraris, all seized. But this isn't just about fancy rides. This is part of a much bigger investigation that's been quietly closing in on Floyd for a while now. It all ties back to a major scandal in New York involving real estate fraud, lawsuits, unpaid debts, and the same old story. Mayweather flaunting wealth while allegedly struggling behind the scenes. This wasn't some low-key visit either. Federal agents showed up in full force, armed with court orders, and stormed into Floyd's Los Angeles mansion like something straight out of a Fast and Furious scene. Their main target? That legendary car collection he's been showing off for years. Over 30 ultra-expensive vehicles, carefully lined up in his custom garage like a billionaire's showroom, gone. Just like that.
What's up?
According to reports, this wasn't just your average repossession. This was a full-blown federal seizure, backed by a court judgment. Floyd Mayweather is accused of violating several contracts and failing to pay off debts connected to a luxury apartment deal in New York. As a result, the feds didn't hold back. They took everything from multiple Bugatti Veyrons to a rare Koenigsegg CC-XR, making it clear this was about more than just unpaid bills. It's a serious legal move tied to a much deeper financial mess.
We got options. I got about 100 cars. But right here, we like to call this the Sweet 16. Lambo, Ferrari, Lambo, Maybach, a Maybach, whatever you want to call it. Of course, the McLaren, the original McLaren. Bentley, Rose, the Maybach truck or Maybach truck, whatever you want to call it.
And it gets even worse. It wasn't just the luxury cars. Federal agents cleared out everything. Dirt bikes, ATVs, motorcycles, and even regular rides like Dodge Hellcats and Chargers were taken. They didn't leave much behind. It looks like the entire garage was completely emptied out, top to bottom. Now let's rewind, because this didn't come out of nowhere. It all started with that New York real estate scandal that quietly flew under the radar. Floyd had reportedly purchased 2 high-end apartments in Manhattan and claimed they were prime properties worth millions. He even posted about them like they were something out of a luxury magazine, showing them off as if he was living the dream. But behind those flashy posts, something wasn't adding up. Interview 5. But here's the twist. Neither of those properties were fully paid for. One was tied up in a questionable leasing agreement, and the other was basically an Airbnb-style flip that Floyd never actually had the legal rights to promote or sell. So while he was flaunting them online like a proud owner, the truth behind the scenes told a very different story.
Into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me.
But here's the twist. Neither of them were fully paid for. One was under a shady leasing deal, and the other, basically, an Airbnb flip that he never had the rights to promote or sell.
I mean, Floyd Mayweather, in this article, it states that he's spending $402 million in real estate investment in a 1,000-unit affordable housing portfolio in Upper Manhattan. The portfolio includes over 60 buildings and is one of the city's largest real estate deals of the year.
Wow. Well, thank you, Floyd Mayweather, for investing into New York real estate.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
And I'm pointing like this because all of them. We're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on. You know what I do? All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
A Nigerian media company called Zini Media Concept Limited was promised promotional work with Floyd, based on those same Manhattan apartments. But Floyd never followed through. He didn't show up, didn't do any of the agreed promotions, yet still cashed the check. That led to a $2.4 million court judgment against him. With that ruling in hand, the feds finally had what they needed to move in. And they didn't waste time. They went straight after what Floyd seemed to value most: his cars.
I just want to show the people how I live on a daily basis. This right here is red. So we got this. We like to call this house right here the Palace. It's just the EWB, extended wheelbase. Gucci pillows. All depends on how you want to close the door. Stop talking, don't film me. Come on. I didn't show you guys this. I bought this like 4 or 5 days ago. I got all type of toys, Apple TV, personal machine, all type of crazy stuff. Talked about this yesterday, talked about that. It's blue. Blue on the seats. Crocodile Himalaya, 110,000. That's what we do. Live life, have fun, work hard, play hard. Show you guys my lifestyle.
Here's where it gets wild. For years, people have wondered how Floyd managed to keep up such a flashy lifestyle. The private jets, the diamond watches, the stacks of cash, and hundreds of cars. But now it's starting to look like much of that was just for show. A carefully crafted image that didn't tell the full story behind the scenes.
Money made, money made, money made all day. You know, right here, a light million. Over there, counting up another million over there. Walk with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take you into my life. So Andrew Jackson, of course, is on the 20. Benjamin Franklin right here. You know, money made all day. We in the bank, doing what we do best, counting money.
Several people who've worked with Floyd, jewelers, car dealers, and others, are now speaking up. They say they were never paid. Some even claim Floyd would drive off in million-dollar cars without completing the paperwork or settling the bills. It's sounding more and more like the flashy lifestyle came with a lot of unpaid debts behind the scenes.
I believe in building generational wealth. Even like when my children, all 4 of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts. Because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. Told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that, and then I need my grandchildren to come behind you guys and do the same thing.
Floyd built his entire image around being Money Mayweather. But behind the scenes, there's a long list of debts, lawsuits, and unpaid bills piling up. From $30 million in unpaid taxes to a $15 million loss in a fraudulent investment, and even a $7 million burglary at his Vegas home. This guy is losing money fast, and it's catching up to him.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
So, yeah, I gotta know.
And while Floyd was out there saying it's not about the money, but about his legacy, the IRS was quietly preparing to seize his entire garage.
I don't know what we should take out tonight. We got so many choices. But it's always got to be black. Always been on black, as you can see. I don't know if we want to take Ferrari. Cameraman, follow me. He got Ferrari, he got Lambo. We got a lot of people we're going to. We got clutches. Well, you know, stuff she a chop. So we got a choice in there. Way as you guys can see. Come on, follow me. Come on, let's around. We got choices. The original McLaren, as you guys can see. The Aventador. We got the Dome. We got the Bentley.
Let's be real. Floyd's car collection wasn't just for show. It was a big part of his image. He didn't only want to be known as the best boxer, he wanted to look richer than anyone else out there. His garage included 4 Bugatti Veyrons, each worth around $3.3 million, a Koenigsegg CCXR valued at $4.8 million, one of only 2 in the world, plus a Ferrari Enzo, Lamborghini Aventador, McLaren 650S, several Rolls-Royce Phantoms and Cullinans, Bentleys, and a Maybach. He even had color-coordinated sets of cars, black for LA and white for Vegas.
When you're the best, you only deal with the best. So today, I purchased 3 vehicles. Give them the breakdown, Chadwick. Give them the
2025 Cadillac Escalade V ESV. This is a supercharged motor version. But the best car you purchased is
what about this? I bought this today.
brand new 2025 matte blue G63 AMG.
And let's walk down here. Check this out. Come. My new toy. Give me the breakdown.
This is a Bugatti Chiron Pure Sport. This is the most rare of all the Chirons ever produced. 1 of 60. This is a 1 of 1 spec. All of the whole body is carbon fiber exposed in blue, and it's been painted. You can see there's blue exposed carbon as you...
Even his chauffeur, Bruce Miller, has said Floyd was unpredictable with his cars. Sometimes driving the Ferrari Enzo one day, then switching to a Rolls-Royce Phantom the next just to grab snacks. But now, that whole dream garage has turned into evidence in a major federal investigation. Honestly, this shouldn't come as a surprise. Floyd has been juggling financial problems like a game of Jenga for years, and it's finally starting to fall apart.
How does that guy not pay taxes? How do the people around him, how do the lawyers that I'm sure that he employs, the financial people that are probably running his life telling him to stop spending $1 million a day, how do they not deal with his taxes?
Well, listen, he apparently had a tough time reading the thing, as they say. Like he didn't know what he couldn't read like
that's BS.
Something.
That is BS.
They said something.
Time
like
out.
that.
He is paying. I'm sure he's got a litany of people in his world.
I happen to agree.
Financial management people.
You think so?
You know, how long before he's suing somebody for mismanagement of funds?
Listen,
you know that's happening.
You'd certainly think so. By the way, they announced. I'll get your calls in a second. They did announce the pricing for Mayweather McGregor. $100 for a high def, $90 for standard def. So there you go. So it's exactly what the Mayweather Pacquiao fight was. $100.
Back in 2009, J.P. Morgan sued Floyd over unpaid loans for a Maybach, which they ended up repossessing. Then, in 2021, jeweler Leonard Sulemanoff filed a $3.8 million lawsuit against him for unpaid luxury watches. Floyd completely disappeared after that. That same year, it was reported that Floyd owed Gervonta Davis $34 million in back pay from their fights.
I was in a lose-lose situation. Now, what came out still on top. With Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean? It was a situation that he picked me in to, make me lose, but he thought. You talking about like a boxing match or?
Yeah, boxing match.
Ooh, if you don't mind. If you don't want to, it's fine.
Pedraza. Joseph Pedraza, my first world title. I was 16-0. I was 21 at the time, and I haven't fought in like 7 or 8 months. And around that time, I wasn't making that much money. I probably was making like 10,000 a fight. So 6 months is crazy to not fight, you know. So when they came back and it was like, all right, you gotta fight. He was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. If you don't fight him, you're not fighting. You sitting on the shelf. So I had to fight him. In the midst of all that happened, I got evicted. I had to sell my jewelry. So now, and remind you, I'm letting them boxers that you talking about, I'm putting them on game, letting them know what's going on. Like, see, this was happening. Like, you feel me? I'm letting these guys know. So when it be like people saying they want to fight me, it's
like, how could you, nigga? I was the one that was giving you game when I was going through it.
Yeah.
When I was at the lowest part of my career, I was telling y'all niggas how so you wouldn't have to get here. And now it's like betrayal almost.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think Floyd did that intentionally?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Why? After so much time, after like, I guess, again, after what we think he helped you come into the game, he gave you the spotlight, like why would he try to diminish your career?
Because at that time, I don't want to go too deep into it because I don't want to bring up mine. But it was somehow that they were saying that I was messing with his daughter off of the fact that she kept Snapchatting me.
Okay.
Kept hitting me on the Snapchat. So.
And now, in 2024, the lawsuit from the Nigerian media company officially gave the feds the green light to begin seizing Floyd's assets.
I sit here with sadness today to report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters, my brother, Floyd Money Mayweather.
Disappointed. I really am disappointed. The thing is that Floyd is what they call an independent contractor. And what happens is that when you become an independent contractor, Skip, if you make $230 million, they give you 2 checks or a check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, and whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the Internal Revenue Service. Floyd, you made $230, and I get it, Skip. I can just imagine getting a check for $230 million. Like, hold on.
This isn't just one person missing payments, it's a pattern. Floyd's been living like he's still making 9-figure paydays every fight, but the money just isn't there anymore. And now, the pressure is finally catching up to him.
At one point, you were getting celebrity endorsements. One was DJ Khaled, hilarious, and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
And he posted on his Instagram him taking this what do you call it? The Centra card?
Centra card.
The Centra card. And going and purchasing something with his Bitcoin at a store.
Yeah.
He did that knowing that it didn't work.
Floyd Mayweather doesn't know anything what that's going on, really. So like
we all know that.
Yeah.
The guy can't read,
Yeah.
How much did you guys pay him?
Like $1 million.
He took that knowing or not caring if it worked?
It was just knowing, not knowing, right? Like, they didn't care. He does a million promotions like that. It's basically, you speak to his manager. He's like, this is Floyd's price. You send the money over. The manager makes his little cut from it. And he just says, what do you want me to say? And what do you want me to do?
Okay.
Right? And you just basically give him his script and he just...
And let's not forget Logan Paul. He openly said Floyd never paid him the full amount he was supposed to get.
Did you fight Floyd or something?
Yeah.
Did he pay you to lose? What happened to that?
No, he didn't pay me
him at all.
He didn't pay me. I think I won that fight. I think I won. He didn't knock out a YouTuber in 8 rounds.
Floyd's my homie. He's a cool dude.
Fucking tell him to pay me, bro.
How much you owe you?
Probably between 2 and 3.
Yeah.
We're talking millions here, not just small change. Logan Paul straight up said, he owes me a few $1 million. It's been over a year. Just imagine, getting hit for 8 rounds by a boxing legend, and then not even getting paid properly. That's crazy.
Do this with Mayweather?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
It's honestly bullshit. Like, having people who aren't a professional promotional company control where the money goes is like, we made that mistake. But, it's Floyd Mayweather, so before we fought him, we kind of were willing to do whatever, and now after the fact, we're kind of shooting ourselves in the foot.
Yeah.
Because he's a scumbag. But now that we know that, and everyone else who fights Floyd should know that, like, don't let him control the money.
Would you ever fight him again under any circumstances?
No, he wanted to. He reached out. And,
Yeah.
But, like,
No?
yeah.
What about double or
Yeah,
nothing?
Yeah. Double or nothing. Yeah, I already got nothing, bro. So
It was fun though.
Cool. Yeah, of course.
So you're gonna change the way you do business when it comes to boxing now? Man.
Yeah. Me and my brother.
Thank you.
Sure, of course. Yeah. I gotta go, y'all, but.
Thank you so much.
You had fun doing it though?
Oh yeah.
I think we're done,
Most
guys.
fun of my life, dude.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Logan.
Logan even had to bring in lawyers to try to get his money. And the last we heard, he's still waiting. Meanwhile, Floyd kept acting like everything was fine, posting pictures with stacks of cash while Logan struggled to get what he's owed. That's seriously shady.
That guy was doing shit in the ring I'd never seen before. Yo, one time I was like hunkered over and I was like by his hip and he kind of had me in a headlock. Motherfucker opens his glove and puts his hand over my mouth.
Stop you breathing.
So I couldn't breathe. I'd never seen this before. And opposite side of the ref. He knew where the ref was. He knew to cover my mouth. Straight up in the middle of the fight, I'm like, and I get up and I'm like, what the fuck? I just missed 2 breaths. Fact. Smart boxer, you know, that's the guy who's been to the ring before. He's smart. He knows his way in and out. No, I got paid. I got paid. Just not in full. Like a couple million somehow that is just missing. Where did the money go? Floyd said he could afford a Jeff Bezos-sized jet from the money he made from that fight. I ain't got no fucking jet. What the fuck, dude? I'm missing a couple mil. We're gonna find it, bro. I'll see you in court. The art is happening. Just like, mark my words, we're coming for you, Floyd. We're coming for your millions and the last of your chain.
But it doesn't end there. Chael Sonnen, the MMA loudmouth who never holds back, has been calling Floyd out for years.
How much money could you reasonably walk out of this fight with?
350 million.
$350 million.
Yes.
Wow. I know you love money, right? I mean,
it's cool. It's
yeah.
Cool. It's cool.
What do you do with all this money?
And, you know, cash is king.
Do you have an ATM card?
I'm the human ATM.
When Floyd claimed he made $300 million from the Conor McGregor fight, Chael Sonnen didn't buy it. He said, "Nah, that math just doesn't add up." Chael accused Floyd of faking the numbers to boost his image, right while the IRS was closing in behind the scenes.
You'll see reports. You mentioned 100 million for Floyd. The reports are 130. First off, he's never gotten 100 million for a flight, not even remotely close. But there's reports of 130. Wow. There's reports online that Floyd's a billionaire. There's reports that he was the highest paid athlete in this year and this year and this, over Cristiano Ronaldo.
You think it's bullshit?
I know it is. And there's public companies they do business with. HBO would be one of them. Find an executive to back the claim. It's never happened and it won't be.
And how do you know it's bullshit?
He makes very good money because I know the fight business. I've been in the fight business my whole life.
He even said that Floyd's own business manager told him the real earnings were much lower. All those videos showing stacks of cash, just smoke and mirrors to keep the illusion going.
Why has it always come to money?
Why not? I mean, everything you got on costs money. Everything you do costs money. You can't take your wife on a date for free.
Is that how you measure your success?
No. Me, I'm loyal and honest. And I'm a good person. And I call a spade a spade. Money don't make me, I make money. And without money, I'd be the same person. I fought so many fights for free.
You're getting emotional now.
No, not at all. No, I'm thinking. You know, I'm always thinking. How can I get better? How can our company grow? How can I continue to teach people around me how to fish? And I don't want to fish for them.
At this point, people are seriously wondering, is Floyd about to go broke? He's said to be spending $75 million a year, owns a $15 million diamond watch, and keeps buying new cars and jewelry, even though he owes millions in taxes and faces several lawsuits.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. We're gonna get through this. That's tough because anybody know about business, you don't keep that type of money in just regular account. So I had to wire the money from somewhere. Okay. So I wired the money to the account, and when I wired it to the account, I went straight to the bank. I go to the bank myself to make sure shit get done. Because the thing is that I can't make all the money unless somebody else do all the dictating and do all the controlling.
And let's not forget the strangest part. Floyd keeps doing exhibition fights, like the one with Logan Paul, insisting it's just for fun. But promoters like Eddie Hearn aren't convinced. They've been saying these shows aren't about legacy. They're about cash flow. You can only keep showing off for so long before reality catches up. Now, with his entire car collection seized and hhis finances under close watch, it seems like the Money Mayweather image is finally starting to fall apart.
What is it that you don't get? And I'm even more disappointed because you're on Instagram and on Twitter flaunting your opulence. You got bales and bales of money. You might have 30, 40 racks up in front of you. You got Bugattis and Enzo Ferraris and private jets and yacht and you big balling. And you won't cut these people their money? Now, Skip, I believe that he would have taken this fight anyway. It's hard to turn down $200, $300 million, Skip. But it looks to me that a major driving force between him, because I always thought it was Conor that wanted the fight. He wanted the big payday.
Yep.
But deep down, Floyd needed this payday because he got to settle the score. And let me tell you how the IRS works.
Do you have experience?
I have experience with them, okay? Experience. What they like to do, if you owe them, they're not going to send you a letter right away. They like that thing done.
So what's next? Floyd Mayweather spent years building a reputation as untouchable, both in the ring and with his wealth. But the feds just sent a clear message. All that shine, those cars, and the garage flexes on Instagram, they were used as collateral. Now, with his name tied to shady real estate deals, unpaid taxes, and lawsuits piling up, plus a federal raid on his garage, it's hard not to wonder if this is the start of his downfall. Maybe the man who once called himself the best ever is about to learn the hard way that you can't escape the IRS. Tell us what you think in the comments. Is Floyd really broke? Or is this just another flex that went wrong? Hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.